All right, we are on lesson 12 in our free curriculum series on the Art Teacher Maven YouTube channel. It's best organized on the playlist. Everything's in order and numbered so you can follow along. These are notes for the adults if you'd like to teach it on your own and not teach it through the next two videos. So it's called Snippets. It's based off the book by Diane Alber called Snippets, and it's a collage introduction lesson. So we're going to introduce the word collage. It sounds like college, but it's different than the word college because a lot of kids think they know the word. So you can ask, what do you think this word means? And then fill it in. So it's a French word. I usually tell them which translates to. It means like to glue, the art, the act of gluing. We use glue sponges. So I do reintroduce glue sponges and tell them what are glue sponges and explain how to use the glue sponges. We read the book, or Diane Alber has it on her YouTube channel, Snippets, as an animated series, as the book is being read, but it's like partially animated. I would consider it more on the low stimulation side, like calming and relaxing versus like overstimulating. So a lot of the times we just watch it on YouTube, nice and big on the screen so that everybody can see it in the room, and they're slightly more engaged that it's so large. So you can get it at the library, you can buy a copy, you can just go to Diane Alber's YouTube channel. So there's a lot of options there for how you can access that. We review organic versus geometric shapes. So some of the characters are geometric shapes and some are organic shapes. We're going to teach them how to rip or tear the paper. And we're also going to introduce scissors because you'd be surprised how many kids do not know how to use scissors. The pieces of paper are about 1 inch strips, 1 inch wide, and they're very long. It doesn't really matter how long they are, but cutting through and that one open and shut cuts through all the way of the piece of paper is important and gives them that feeling of success right away. And when I introduce scissors, I always say thumbs up, circle up. So the circular part of the scissors is going to fit right over their thumb, and their fingers are going to fit in that oval oblong shape, and that their thumb is going to stay up. Really helps because that means the scissors are going the correct direction away from their body. So in the next two videos, I will, the next video will probably be 12.2 will be the slideshow, and then 12.3 will be me actually teaching it. So you can see in 12.3, then 2 videos after this on the playlist, me actually doing a scissor introduction video. And then, so then I leave it pretty open-ended. They're just going to create at least 5 and 5. They can create more than that. They can create extra, but if I don't give a number, some kids only do like 1 and some kids do like 20. So just kind of giving them a number to kind of go towards that 5, that they can produce 5 organic shapes and 5 geometric shapes. So the organic shapes are just like ripped or teared. Kids don't know how to rip or tear. We think that comes like easy or natural, but it doesn't always. Some kids have a lot of experience, some kids have none. Kindergarten is like very varied with like where they're all coming in with different skill sets. So we teach them how to do a controlled tear and rip the paper. And then the scissors are for creating geometric shapes and teaching them how to cut, like, for example, a circle. So like drawing like a square piece of paper so you can see, and then learning to cut off all the corners and then round it out from these strips of paper. So from there, after they've created 10 shapes and glued them all on with the glue sponges, then they can get a permanent marker. We do also review that permanent markers are a special tool. They're not a toy, and that the markers only go on the paper. I don't give them any ideas of where else it could go. I just tell them what I want and expect is that the marker goes on the paper, and they give the snippet characters little like facial expressions. And not all, like I show them all different kinds of facial expressions, not just happy facial expressions. So they add details. And that is an entire 40-minute lesson from start to finish. And the kids love it and they ask for it over and over again. I think the book really helps. I think that they already know organic and geometric shapes. And then so they already know a lot of this stuff. They know the glue sponge. They do need help with scissors at first. The helper hand is holding the paper, and then they're cutting with their drawing hand. And so that's the outline of what's to come. If you have questions, I will leave the comments on for this video, since this video is made for the grown-up, for the adult. And then the next 2 videos, because kids can watch them, the comments are turned off. If you'd like to give me feedback, you can join the Facebook group Art Teacher Maven Hangout, and you can post photos of your child's work if you're a homeschooler. You can ask questions, make requests in there for videos. But feedback would be great, so that I can kind of guide where this channel is headed. And because the comments are turned off, I don't really get a lot of feedback to know how things are landing for people. So feel free to join that group over there. Liking and subscribing helps the channel to grow also, and helps the right people find the channel. Thank you so much.